Hi everyone, this is Rudy Chavez. I have someone very special here in my studio. His name is TriForce Johnson.
Hey everybody, how's everything?
So what brings you to LA?
Well, pretty much I'm here from New York and all the way here in LA because this weekend was the 2011 VGA Awards hosted by Spike TV. I came down as a guest because I was a part of the audience and whatnot, and I wanted to check out the festivities and all that other stuff. Then I also visit you. Haven't seen you in since Fun Spot.
Oh, it's good to see you again. Was there a lot of gamers there?
No, there wasn't a lot of gamers there. There was gamers there. I saw Sakillian. Miyamoto's obviously a gamer, but he's a part of the industry. Outside of myself, the Black Baron, and a couple other guys, but it wasn't that many. It was like 4 or 5 gamers that I recognized. Felicia Day, but she was a part of the show as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, was it hard for you to get in the VGA Awards?
No. Actually, I've been talking with some of the people from the VGA since earlier this year when we were trying to do something with the Academy, the International Video Game Hall of Fame and Museum. So we were working with Twin Galaxies, people like the Council of Gaming Legends like Walter Day, Todd Rogers, Billy Mitchell, Ben Gold, Steve Sanders, and it's been been cool. But pretty much from there, I spoke with some of the people from the VGAs, and I always told them that I wanted to be a part of their show. I was a part of their show in 2009. I went there with Justin Wong, so it wasn't anything for me to ask if I could fly out from New York and then come and take a look and be a part of the show. Well, not be a part of the show, be a member in the audience. So that was pretty much it. So because of the stuff that we was doing earlier, it's pretty much the hey, TriForce, here's a ticket, come on down if you can, and yada yada yada. That was it.
I heard that Hideo Kojima went there.
Yeah, Kojima was there, and but Kojima got messed up. He got caught in a really, really tough spot because he had to translate something, and it was very difficult for him to translate. This is why you kind of should put a translator there so they could talk to him right there on the stage so that he can at least get the words out, so what he has to say, but I don't know. It's whatever. It would be great if the VGAs had it a little bit more open to some of the professional gamers or gamers that they can screen and behave themselves.
When you mean behave themselves, do you mean a certain class on how they supposed to conduct themselves? Like example, can you give me an idea of what will be almost the difference between the Oscar Awards and the Video Game Awards? Let's say if we will compare them to each other. The seriousness of
this. Well, me personally, the day the VGA Awards turns into a literal Oscar where it's that serious, defeats the purpose because video games is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be serious. It's a cultural thing as opposed to what the Oscars does. This more an industrial thing. So I don't see how it could ever get to the level of being that serious. Don't get me wrong, some of the stuff that they did on the VGAs was kind of corny, but I understand what they were trying to get to so it could be digestible to the mainstream. So for me, I've seen them at their worst. So this year was a vast improvement. So, I'm glad they did what they did to some respects. They could do better in other respects, but, we don't, you live and learn.
I have a question on this. Did you feel a little bit disturbed when they went through the metal detectors checking out your equipment and gear? Did they make you take off your glove or anything like that?
Did you record me doing that?
Oh, yes. But how did you feel?
Well, when you were flying here, I had to do the same thing. So I felt like the TSA. So it didn't bother me. I was just like, okay, take off the glove, take off all my metal, the pendant and everything. So I just took it off and whatnot and just went through the metal detector. There was a time, though, the TSA told me I couldn't take my glove. And I said, why? And it was like, it could be a terrorist equipment. I'm like, it's a video game controller. Like, what's wrong with you? And when I showed them that it was severed, the wires were severed, and they were like, oh, okay. They took the glove away from me at one time. This exact glove, Reggie's glove, which is, I'm scared to even carry this around now. Now I got to just get a brand new power glove. Because the worst thing I would want is a TSA to take the glove away and then I never get it back because I have it autographed by Reggie, which would make me very upset.
So, TriForce, what do you think of my collection of video games?
The collection is godlike. So I really had a great time playing some old school relics. I was playing a tabletop pack. Popeye, I have not seen this game in eons. I was like, oh man, I haven't played in a while. I got 796.
700, let me show you guys. See, we might not zoom in.
I don't think it's going to be able to see it because it's dark.
Well, hold on. Let me see if it...
No, I can't see it. It's dark.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, you can't really see it. That's actually the timer. Wait, no, yes, you can see it. Hold on. Barely make out what it is. 796. But there, this game, you see it. Popeye.
So, I haven't played these in eons. After my first arcade, I got this tabletop from a friend. I didn't play it in there, and I was like, what's Nintendo? And that's pretty much how I found out about Nintendo. Outside of them making arcades and stuff like that. Nintendo been making games. They've been around since 1889.
How preferable format do you like of the Nintendo? Do you like the original Famicom format, or let's say the 8-bit Nintendo games from Famicom, or you like the North American version of cartridge, the gray cartridge? Can you tell me the difference probably by art? Is it art-wise or just the large size? Or
I will say this, I like the Famicom controllers. Those were better than the NES controllers because the grooves on the edges were smoother. The NES for over here in North America, they were cut rectangular, so it kind of hurt. When you're younger, you're used to it because your hands are smaller, so the controller is slightly bigger, so your hands are adjusted to it. But when you're older now and you're playing the NES, it's kind of like now, especially when your hands are now adjusted to the newer controllers, like the classic controller on the Wii or the other system controllers that they have out there. So, but I like the Famicom one. In terms of the system, which console version, I always love the NES.
Can you tell me, is there, besides the shape of the controller, the differences, were there any other significant attributes to it? In other words, any special features or any other things on the controller, like on the Famicom? Were there differences?
Sounds came out of the controller. That was it. So,
what sounds of what games could that come out?
To be honest with you, I forgot the games that had the sounds from it. It's not like I actually played the Famicom. Like when I got my Famicom, it was purely for collector's purpose. And I never played any of the actual Nintendo games on it. I have a disc drive for it where it has the original Zelda on it. I'm trying to get this component piece so that I can get it to work again. The disc drive so I can play Zelda. Because they had the Zelda on it. But all my NES experience comes from the original NES that was made here for North America, not really for Japan. I just, wanted to see what was the difference between the two and so forth. So I've never heard an actual sound come out of it. I was just told that, hey, sounds come out of the controller. I'm like, that's like the Wii remote.
Oh, I see.
Because I played Super Mario, the new Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Wii. And when you get certain things, you hear the sounds like the mushrooms and stuff like that. When you get your power up, it comes out of the sound comes out of the controller as well as the game.
Oh, so you're saying like what you said is like the Wii mode is almost like going back on the old Famicom controller.
Everything I've seen Nintendo do within the last 15 years has been based on ideals and innovations that failed back then. But with today's technology, they're able to truly express the ideals that they had back then that failed. So we have yet to see the real stuff Nintendo wants to put out, like the real, truly exclusive, innovative ideals that they had in mind. When you look at the DS, it's really an MS. Anybody who's had a Game & Watch before, they know that they used to have the multi-screen MS, the dual screens and stuff like that. When they made a Nintendo DS, it's just instead of saying multi-screen, it's dual screen, but it's still two screens. Right. But today's technology allows one of them to be a touch screen, which back then the MS did not have that. The Power Glove, it's really, when you look at the Wii remote, it's literally what the Power Glove does, but it's a remote rather than a glove. and some of the connectivity that you see, like they had the GameCube to Game Boy Advance connectivity. Nintendo has worked real hard on trying to make games connect, specifically with it. When you play Four Swords Adventures, you see how well that works. But now with the Wii U coming out, they're going to really have the true connectivity to the actual controller and stuff like that, especially with the tablet or the proprietary tablet that they have ready for the Wii U.